Good morning from sunny Southwest Florida. I hope you're all doing amazing today. This is an incredible view. If you ever feel down and you want to feel a little bit better, look at that. That is the sun, my friends. That sun was put into motion a long time ago by a God that has a plan for all of our lives and is not dictated by some virus or the news media or whatever is happening in our cray world right now. Sometimes when times get like this and it gets a little bit nutty in the world, it's really important that we take the time and look at things that are constant. And the most constant thing that we could focus on is God. There is nothing else more constant than that. That is the maximum constant. If you can get more redundant than that. But I just wanted to hop on and say hi. Hope you're all doing well. I'm out on my morning walk trying to drink in the sunshine and just live as normal as I can. I think during times like this, as we know, some people around us probably are going to get sick or probably are going to be struggling with the virus, or technically in life we should always be doing this, but especially in times like this. For us, those of us that aren't sick or aren't feeling unwell or whatnot, we need to take time and pray for the people that we know that are sick. And also beyond that, we need to live as hopeful and quality of lives as we can under the circumstances, because just that, seeing that, will provide hope for other people. Just to see that. It's very important. They're setting up a drive-through testing center on the end of our community. It's a triage center, I guess they're planning. Hopefully it's just a big plan that doesn't have to be used and we're just being overly cautious. But they've shut the gate off on that side of the community. They just don't want people that, if they're really sick, to be getting lost in the neighborhood or this community and then possibly transmitting more virus, I guess. That's where we're at, apparently. But even though that's happening, and even though every time you watch the news, it's just dire, it's just very negative right now. There are some amazing things happening in the world still. Things that are really cool that may not have occurred very recently. I'm noticing a lot of people doing live devotions or worship services online, which is very cool. People that wouldn't normally be doing it. And they're gathering online and they're sharing hope and they're sharing their faith and they're helping encourage other people. I think that's really incredible that people are taking the time to do that. And I also saw another video in Spain where they're on quarantine and they were all playing instruments. They did this in Italy as well. It was the most amazing thing. Someone had a keyboard out on their patio and everyone was listening, and there are other instruments from around the area that were joining in. It was the most incredible thing. I find it really interesting that when you have times of struggle or pain or oppression, which for sure we're feeling a lot of different mixtures of emotions right now, the human spirit can't be held down. We're not designed to be held. We're not designed to be squashed or put out. We are designed to have a light that shines within us, and we're designed to live. We're created in the image of a perfect God. We're not designed to be locked down. Even though we may be in some places right now where we're restricted, it's really incredible to me. It's very contagious, actually, in a good way, that the human spirit stays alive and it perseveres and it leaks out in all these different ways. You see all these people online doing creative things. You see people, a young lady I saw was delivering groceries for the elderly. She just took it upon herself. She's like 20 years old. So every day we all talk about how irresponsible, or people say that the younger generation isn't doing the right thing, but there are some people, a good amount, that are doing amazing things. And she was delivering groceries for free to the elderly. I mean, how cool is that? These people that are needing help, and she's stepping up. There's a lot of stories like that around the country right now where people are filling in the gap. They're standing in the gap for others, and they're upping their level of humanity and love towards one another. And that is exactly what should be happening in a time like this. So if you can think of anyone that you can help, or you could offer up some assistance to during this time, or you could call or email or just whatever, try to make a list of some things that you could do and see if you can help some other people. I think it would be good for all of us to really do that. And during this time, we can take a really good hard look at where we're at. Where are we at in our life? What are we doing? What is our goal? What's our reason? Sometimes a pause in your life can be an amazingly powerful thing that gives you the opportunity to look at your life in a very objective way and be honest with where you're at and assess the situation. Maybe there's some changes that could be implemented during this time that could last forever, that could change the trajectory of your life, your children's life, their children's life, the people around you. So just be encouraged. I truly believe God is in control. I don't believe we're at the mercy of some virus pandemic. This will pass. But I do believe that as we go through this time, it's very, very important that we support each other, and we reach out and we care for each other, and we pray for each other, and we help each other. If you haven't checked out The Way Life Ought to Be podcast, by the way, I did release a episode a few days ago, and it's called Change Your Focus. And it's kind of in the same vein of what I'm talking about right now, about how we need to change our focus and just adjust what we're doing and just look at the positive and the light and the beauty like that. Okay, that's the sun. That's going to rise tomorrow. It's going to set tonight. It's been doing that forever. It's not going to stop. That's a constant. God set that up. We don't control that. This virus isn't going to turn the sun off. Okay? It's going to be in the sky today. Tonight it's going to set. It's going to drop into the horizon. And tomorrow morning it's going to rise. We need to grab onto the constants and make sure that we don't lose hope, my friends. God bless. I hope you all have an incredible day. If you have not subscribed, liked, shared, reviewed The Way Life Ought to Be podcast, please, please, please do so. Go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. It's on a whole bunch of different platforms, but please subscribe, review, and share it with anyone you can, because it's a very positive message, and I just want people that are feeling stressed and feeling anxiety. I mean, the anxiety can build during times like this. It's natural. You can only hear so much that is negative and so much bad news until you start to feel it start to weigh on your shoulders. And I just want you to be encouraged. You're not alone. God is with you. He's still in control. He set these things up, and they're not going to change. But please subscribe to that podcast. Listen to it, like, and share it. I hope you all have an incredible day. God bless.